stream of it. Go into all the places. Yes. Good. And there's pictures of not the handle for that one, but those are the pictures for the next one. I'll house the shove this over here. Yeah. Come on, bring it up. Right off the window up, you silly thing. Here we go. I need to bring you some handles. More handles.
I'm bringing it up here.
There we go. 2 bags of handles.
Which, well, as usual,
Coming.
the phone app works just a little different. It can be doing the finish on the neck to the body, which I attached it the other day. Then it had to sit through the 2 pieces. Next day you come back and you attach the 2 pieces. Then you let it sit again. And then I reach down into here. I also have to finish the edge on the inside, which I can use one of a few tools here.
Let's see. You need your potter's thumb, which I cannot find.
Yeah, that's okay. It's over
Oh,
here.
I found it.
Both of them are up here right now.
Ah,
There's also this one.
yes, because this is one of the 2.
Yes, and I have this. And then I have ones that are basically very similar to ones they would have used. Can't tell, do I have this in
Here,
the,
let me pop up OBS. There we go.
these ones here?
Whoa. In
You don't
3D. Those are some hunk of metal. tools
And-
there.
This one I got because it's basically a replica.
A little further away from the camera for focus. There we go.
Look at the Nexial hook.
Yeah.
Metal. Then I have some of my older loop tools and what the clay actually does to the metal.
So that if you use the loop tool long enough on these grittier clays, it will wear them away.
Yeah, I've actually worn through the metal. But this one, it's not even a half of what it used to be.
Yeah.
Because if you see,
Ah, there we go. Yeah.
so. These wear out really quick, these ones here.
Basically running them across sandpaper.
Yeah, and it's cheap metal. Otherwise, it would cost a fortune.
For the next picture, I'm going to pull these 2 images back it up. Those are not the piece she's working on right now.
But now, what I can do here is,
Remember to turn the wheel back on.
actually, no, that's not working so good at all. Sometimes
Just
it's
big enough.
easier. Sometimes it's easier just to use your hands. Over the years, I've collected quite a few tools. What do I use most of the time? My hands.
Your binders. The binders?
I don't buy many tools anymore. Because, well,
No.
I have most of them. Most of the hand tools.
Yeah, and that either you've gone through the ones that wear out and you're not interested in purchasing more of them, or you get the ones that last forever.
Yeah, well, they do wear out because you're basically the abrasion on like
Kind of like the
sandpaper. It's gritty. Even smooth clay will wear through the.
like the
Right.
rib that got dedicated to fat cleaning. It has a flat face rather than a tapered one.
Yeah, well, the one metal one that I showed how it's just about almost worn through.
Yeah.
Started off with the tapered edge. But right now, smooth out the inside of the lip. And this is where my little hands come into.
Yeah, that's not something that anyone with a larger hand could do.
That's all I do is I get my hands in there like this.
The sun face on your shirt has developed a split at the mouth, so it
Right there.
talks.
I don't want right there talking, thank you.
But it's just,
Okay, and then, okay, now
You
that
need
that
it.
is all smoothed out, well, just about, I can see one more little
one more
spot.
booger in there.
It's like, hello in there, how are you doing? Are you all smooth now?
Okay.
Okay, and a handle.
And bags of handles right next to you. Is your wheel on or off at the moment?
It's off,
Okay.
Sarah.
Just,
I'd
I
already
didn't-
said that though. Let's see.
see, yeah, you don't even need that large a handle, do you?
No, it's pretty much no bigger than a handle that would go in a cup. Just move this, and it's also do is turn this, just using the wheel as a turntable right now.
So she can get it so that the handle is lined
Handle
up.
has to be directly across from the spout.
Otherwise, it's just kind of awkward. Oh, you need the container of glue.
I need a lot of this here. Let's see.
Lid
And then
off
it's
of it.
pretty much like
Just the goop that collects in her throwing bucket gets harvested.
as I was saying over here, have to make sure that it's going to be in the spot where it'd be easiest to pour.
Yeah.
Because if you look at, the hand, it looks pretty good right there. You don't want it all the way at the top, and it's harder to pour if the handles are down there.
Yeah.
So also this reinforces the attachment between the neck and the body. Put this right here, turn it back right here. Now I have to, like I would with any other hand, mark the spot where it's going to be. That's what thumbnails are for. There we go. Where are you?
And the rib she's using right now has teeth to it.
Or I can just use
The edge.
the edge on. Because I have to put less pressure on it. It's a thin piece of metal.
And that one's actually flexible, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a thin piece of aluminum. They come in aluminum, wood, silicone, all sorts
Do
of
they
different
make them out of
materials.
steel?
I'm sure they do somewhere. But that would be kind of silly because it would also be much more rigid. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
as useful. You don't really see those too much. But you could. Doo-doo.
Especially if you're watching all the Fortune 500, like, oh, there's the springier kinds.
Yeah. But also cost.
Yeah.
You also don't want something that's going to rust.
Yeah, rusting is bad. I've had clay tools that rusted.
Do so now that I have the scored on here and here, match them up, and compress them into place. Well, you put using the slip, it's just all gooey and slippery. Hence the name slip. Then you have to without crushing the side.
Because you can't get your hand in there far enough.
Not
to
that far,
support it.
no. Not on this one. But what I can do up here, stand up and get better leverage. And there was some darker colored glue there somewhere. And just make sure it's all, don't stick your finger into the side of the handle. That's not a good idea.
No.
Tends to leave marks. That's how you attach the handle.
Okay, so I need to bring you.
Now, that one has to sit for a while. And then the handle gets smoothed out some more. That's,
We'll take that one away now. And yes, these guys are still on their backs as of yet.
they haven't let go yet.
Haven't even tried because I knew you were going to want to use them at the wheelhead again. There. This one will be easier to get your hand in.
Yeah.
And this is the one that goes with the image on the screen. Images.
The sketch and what it's being based off of.
It's a jug adaptation of the Anfra shape. Is seeing the page of text in the
In other words, amphora.
Amphora, yeah. A two-handled jug. It was spelled A-N apostrophe F-O-R-A. And I'm like, well, it's similar enough that I can recognize it.
Which is also how they pronounce it on Time Team, is amphora.
Yes.
Didn't catch that one at first. And it's also, I see what they're saying. And this one I can just put my hand all the way on the inside, make sure it's smooth all out. And this one attached very cleanly.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Because that one, it's the attachment point isn't at that nipping at the shoulder. It's actually like an inch or two down.
I'm just going to make it a little smoother because I can. I can get
Yes,
my
you
hand
can
all the
get
way in there.
All the way in there. And no, she's not looking at what she's doing at all. She's actually looking out a window while you're doing
No, I was just looking at this little screen there.
Ah, okay. Because, well, she can't
The,
see down in there with her hand anyways.
I was watching the text subtitles go by.
Ah. I think I may have gotten that turned off on this one.
I don't know how it got turned
Nope, nope, there it is. Text subtitles.
on. Little wormy bits to now I'm looking at the window. It's not going to do me any good to look down here because I can't see.
Past your own hand.
No, because it's actually a little on the underneath side.
Yeah, you need one of those like little flexible probe cameras to see down.
Why?
No,
You know why? What I
that would be distracting. So when it comes to the fact that this one has additive detailing to the handle, that'll come after
the next step
Yeah, that'll come in.
doing is putting the base handle shape on there, and those other things are additive on top of the handle.
Mm-hmm. Looks like there's 2, maybe 3 coil added on top of a normal handle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Because they're little rainy bits.
Yes. And some little cross bits and some little spherical decorations just added to the
Yeah,
lid.
it's very decorative handle.
Yes.
Well, it has a very functional handle underneath all the decoration, which is good.
Yeah.
It just adds to the strength of the handle. I think gives it more attachment points.
Yeah.
And
Actually, the ridge in the middle of the handle would give you a point if you needed to shift your grip, kind of like a finger well on a knife.
Mhm. Or the thumbprint mark
Or
on
the
the top of the
thumbprint
handle.
mark on the top.
But this being a little bigger has the thing where your thumb will.
Yeah. And what I'll do before we get the
And
that's-
this, I'm sure this is riveting to watch.
your hand disappearing down into the jug and your wrist turning. Can you get
no,
your
it's-
hand all the way to the bottom?
Yeah.
Despite your giant elbow joints there.
It's that tall. And now I just have to.
Okay,
This
do
is
you
a
need
really smooth.
lips?
Yeah, just nice.
Do you need me to do a zoom in on the handle for you? Well, not in this screen, but so you can see the shape of the underlying handle.
You could.
Zoom. No, that's I don't know what that button does. Zoom. The plus sign next to the other plus sign.
Not big enough. Now I just have to find the right handle.
There. How's this?
Yeah. I gotta find just the right handle. That one I can cut down at least. Also would like to be able to see the whole thing to see,
Okay.
scale of thickness of the handle, because there's gonna be something
Okay, in which
that
case I'm
goes
just gonna
over
have
it.
to zoom back out.
There we go.
Do you need the pencil sketch as well, or
It's a sketch. You could probably just do it back down now. I've seen what I need to see.
okay? Okay, is this version of the pencil sketch big enough for you, or do you want it
Yeah.
bigger?
You could do that one bigger.
Okay. Once I find it, there we go. There.
It's handle's a wee bit big still. This is what legs are for. Watch this. Watch me use a not sharp moment cutting something on my legs.
It's pointy, it's not sharp.
And it's not nearly as sharp as it was when it was new either. Because I've worn it down. It's
Have
also
you-
not that it's pointy either.
I was gonna say, is that one of the ones that you've injured yourself on?
No. No, that's not the bloodthirsty tool. I have a smaller one that's a lot sharper. That is very bloodthirsty, by the way.
How many times have you cut yourself on that one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep track.
A little tally on the wall. This many times the tool is won. And there's always the variation between the original image and the practicalities of the actual handle.
And that would be too weeny. I don't want a weeny handle. Even though it's going to have more top of it.
Yeah, a lot more on top of it.
Because I don't want them too thick. Let's see how the weeny one would look.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home. Yes.
What, cutting it against your leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that first one did look like it's just too heavy.
Yeah, if it was just going to be that, that would be a good weight.
Yeah.
But
Since this one's going to have additives.
this one still just looks a little weeny. Yeah.
Ooh, I was going to say it looked quite nice. From back here. Because it looks like it matches the weight of the
It's
handle
too
in the original.
narrow. Because the weight of the jug.
So we need one that's
I could use this one and we can just, I think this one is all in all still better. Better fit.
is that one lighter but flatter?
Mine's a little thinner.
Okay, handle
But I
number
have
3.
the
Oh,
handle
yeah.
number 3. Back to don't try this at home.
And the handles that are getting trimmed but not used.
They will get used for something else.
Yeah.
It's really not that much different from a cup handle in size.
Yeah. Because there's a certain point where larger is just not practical when it comes to a handle.
Yeah.
And it becomes unusable. Ooh, yes.
There.
That's the
it.
shape. What's funny is that heavier handle just wasn't forming the right arc.
No, it
either.
wasn't. It wasn't the right handle. That's why I have a whole bag of handles to choose from. Because not every handle is going to be good for any piece. Now I have to make sure that I get it
Aligned.
aligned. Otherwise it's going to not be good for pouring.
And I thought about trying to start the coils for you for this guy, but I realized that
No.
I need to see the size of the piece.
We
before I
need
can
to know what size coils before we make them because that's going to
Yeah.
be very, very specialized.
Yeah.
And now we do this one's the
Scoring.
scoring. On both sides. Because you want it to have a good firm attachment point. You don't want the handle coming off while you're using it. That would be a bad thing.
That would be horrendous and tragic.
And possibly painful.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part. You don't want it to be painful.
No. Ice the end of the handles there.
Yeah. If you can see this, do I have it in the...
And this part is now in your way to see whether or not you have it in shot. There we go. Yes. You're in shot.
So it's good. It's kind of like frosting.
Squish. And that one you can actually get to both halves.
Yes, I can. So that's what I do here. So I put my hand on the inside right where the handle is, and I can press. Only 25% of the force goes on the lower portion of the handle. 75% when you're lifting it up is the stress on the upper half, on the upper spot there. So
This
this
just
is the
handle stage
more,
1.
this is the most important part to have really secure. And then it's going to have the vines that come down and spread out into thirds. But after looking at it really closely, it's a regular handle with vines over it,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Oh, I spoke right with my ear next to the top of this one.
So that was silly of you.
It was loud.
You get the nice reverberation.
Echoes.
Echo, echo. Some more than others. That one was
Yeah.
a lot more echo.
Yeah. It has more of that funnel pop to it.
And some of them just echoed more than the
Oh,
others.
goodness, I know. No, it's
No, it's not quite ready.
Yeah.
I could have told you that. And let's get this all
But the first jug will
compression.
is ready to be left uncovered. This one is not.
Yeah. And need to get this. Oh. Looks like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, but I have to make sure that it's well sealed in place. And that's soft right there still. That's what you always want to have. It goes on both sides. Does any more goo squish out of the seam? The answer is no. It's all the way done. If it does, that's a good thing you did it again. It's pretty much it though.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's something that takes a lot of practice, handles.
Yeah. I pull the handles, I don't attach them. There's a lot of, so did I get a good selection this time? Do you want more variety, less variety, heavier, thinner, longer, shorter?
It was several years ago when you started pulling the
It
handles.
was one of the other times where you'd sprained your wrist or you'd tweaked your back.
Oh, I tweaked my back. And
Yeah.
doing this hurt. Oh
It
no, it
was-
was the shoulder.
It was the year you'd throw your shoulder out of joint giving classes.
Yeah. Too many lessons.
She screwed up her shoulder, which, how far do you think it healed total?
The shoulder?
Yeah.
I don't know. No one went to the doctor for it. I know that for about 6 months I couldn't raise it more than this.
Yeah.
And I was still driving.
Well, you had to.
Yeah, drive. Well, good 8-10 hours at a shot at times. Now it's maybe 8-10 minutes, a couple times a month.
Yeah.
Because we're not going anywhere.
We took the car for some exercise this morning.
Yeah. My poor old SUV. It's a 99, so it needs TLC anymore. And it's used to being driven a lot.
So it's
I've gone
kinda
through a half a
lucky.
tank of gas since March. I start the car up once a week. Every other week I take it for a drive down to the end of the city and onto the freeway, up to the other end of the city and back off the freeway.
Yeah. Do you want me to put all these handles in the same bag?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering why they were in two different bags.
They were from two different batches. Okay, that's the only viable handle in that bag.
And now we let this sit.
Do you want me to cover it on the wheel head or do you want me to take it back over there?
You could cover it on the wheel head.
Okay.
That way it'll have the most insulated,
Conditions?
yes, because it'll have the moisture. We don't want it drying out any at this
Yeah.
point, really. It's reached a good,
Working consistency?
there.
Okay. Let's sign this off.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Where's my screen? It's actually the one we had up to 4 at one point.